Without wasting more time, I wish to hand over to the lifetime chairman, Professor Duroni FNAL F. Fonta. Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Jilagwa has gone through the protocol, DBC and RDBC, DS, RED, BOSA, DPG School Director, IC. Let me welcome you all to an hour with the DOYEN and commend the efforts of the registry and the bursary for the sustainability of this program. Today's presentation is from a woman of timber and caliber, as you say, someone that commands my very highest respect. She's an illustrious daughter of an illustrious father, Professor Mabukunde. From being the yellow day of Idiaraba, he has transited and is now the yellow day of Akoka. Professor Sade Ogunsola is truly an international scholar, and I mean that in every respect of the word. We have had occasions to be together in China at some point, and also not too far away in Jamaica. Let me say, and I'm saying this also without any fear of contradiction, that Professor Sade Ogunsola has the potential to be the first female Vice Chancellor of the University. I thank you all for your attention. Thank you very much, sir. Let me give you a quick expose. September 20th, 2017, it was a grandiose occasion for somebody I respect so much. 41 years of giving selfless service to this great university, striking expression, theatre and culture in national development. And who else am I talking about? Professor Duroni. Let's give a round of applause. Who in Nigeria were all gathered at Happy Babalala Auditorium. It was fantastic. More power to your elbow, sir. At this juncture, I call on Registrar and Secretary Council, Dr. Taiwo Folashade Paye, and the day of place, your kind permission, Professor Oluwatoyin Ogundipe. This young lady celebrated her birthday on Monday. Happy birthday to you, ma.
God bless you. I thank you very much for the Lord. Although I suspect that I think I meant that thing for something else. Unfortunately, Butter was on strike for 2 weeks. So there's no distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to once again appreciate our chairman who has helped in sustaining the vision behind this program and for making sure that we keep to the allotted time. Professor Drone, we appreciate you. And we congratulate you most sincerely on the success of your book work, notwithstanding the strike action. It shows that he's a man of people, the way we were able to get that program going. Congratulations, sir. I want to thank Professor DVC Academics and Research for keeping faith with our vision. Thank you very much, sir, for your support always. We have seen more and more academic members of staff, our professors, joining us in this program. We appreciate the Dean of PD School. I know he's a long-term ally of Professor Ogunsola, and he will definitely take time to be here. I want to appreciate Professor Olushake. I always see Professor Badu. I wonder if he's around. He's not yet here. Dr. Akomu, I know you have become a friend of the DVC all of a sudden. And the powerful team from College of Medicine, you are welcome this morning. I want to use this opportunity to welcome everyone to this September edition of this session. It's a practical sharing session, and we have used this occasion to continue to stir ourselves up so that we will live up to our expectations. And many people have gained immensely. I have gained a lot from what our past leaders have shared with us. And I've applied what I've gained in the discharge of my duty. And I hope that these legacies will continue to endure. Today we are going to listen to a woman of panache. Professor Drone has said all I would have said about her, but she's a woman of panache. I met Professor Oshola when we were in the College of Medicine together, and I was always attracted. You know how a woman will get attracted to a woman? You know? And then she just tie. So we fell in love. Yes. She's a natural sister. And she's so infectious with her enthusiasm about whatever she puts her mind to. And you can be sure that when Professor Ogunsola said to do something, it's accomplished. She adds beauty, adds color, and well, that word again, panache, is everything that she does. So when she gave me this title, I knew it's going to be a very stimulating experience, and I welcome you to testify at the end of this lecture as to whether what I've said is true or not. There's somebody here who has never been here before. And I've told her that you are here because of Professor Ogunsola. She knows that. I also want to use this medium to inform us that our DOYEN for next month will not be on a Thursday. It's going to be on a Wednesday, precisely Wednesday, 25th of October, because we'll be having council meetings on the 26th and 27th. I would want us all to please turn out because we'll be having the program at the main auditorium of the University of Lagos. It's going to be the last to be attended by one of the prime movers of this idea, the Honorable Minister for Finance, University of Lagos. We owe it a duty to have a session where you will be there to say goodbye to all of us. So please kindly endeavor to be part of that meeting. And the guest lecturer at that meeting will be no other person than my own. On this note, may I say thank you once more for being here and for adding value to this event. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Round of applause for the registrar. In our midst, I saw the Director Center for Research and Innovation, Professor Wellington Oyibo. Good morning, sir. I have Mrs. Chitu also here. Good morning, ma. And I have Mrs. Serrano. Good morning, ma. Well, with that permission of Professor Drone, he was an afterthought. Oh, I see the University Librarian, Dr. Olukemi Fadi on CLN. Good morning, ma. your kind permission, sir, I quickly want to do this. On behalf of all the university administrators, I said it's experience that we do this for the agent of change. And then I wanted to do this for you. No. Let me just quickly do this so that we can get along. Let's just quickly do this. Professor Ogunsola, please do this on behalf of all of us. We appreciate.
I said we were in love, you didn't believe.
On behalf of all the administrators, and I'm going to join myself today. Am I allowed? Yes. We wish you again a wonderful birthday. We want to thank you for the changes you have made. And we want to say that we know that the legacies you have put down will endure. Thank you very much. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Professor Ogunsola. You need to be upstanding, man. The moment I don't like. And I take a brief citation of our guest speaker for today. Professor Sade Ogunsola ní Mabobuje attended University of Ibadan Star School from 1962 to 64, Mary Hill Convent School, Ibadan from 65 to 69, and Queen's College, Yaba from 70 to 74. For her post-secondary education, she attended University of Ife, now Obafemi University, Ile-Ife, College of Medicine, University of Lagos, Lagos University Hospital, and College of Medicine, University of Wales, Cali. Her key of academic and professional qualifications include MB.CHB, June 1982, Master's degree in Medical Microbiology, December 1990, Diploma in Biomedical Techniques, Doctoral degree in Medical Microbiology, July 1998, Fellow of the National Postgraduate Medical College in Pathology, May 1995, and West African College of Physicians, October 1997. She is a recipient of many awards, scholarship and research grants, including Federation of European Microbiological Societies Overseas Research Award in 1993, Keystone Symposia Global Health Travel Award 2010, among others. But I must not fail to say, her social affiliation include President, Christ Morning Star Society, Anglican Church of the Ascension, Musical Society of Nigeria and Choir, Anglican Church of the Ascension of Fedi. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I present to you former Provost, College of Medicine, and current Deputy Vice Chancellor of Development Services, Professor Sade Ogunsola, who will be speaking to us on 360 degrees of leadership. Happy listening.
The Chairman, Professor Jerome, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics and Research, Professor Ogunsola, the Registrar, Dr. Ifaye, the Bursar, Dr. Jekuli, the Librarian, Dr. Fadeo, the Dean Postgraduate School, Professor Akiboye, other deans here, directors, members of registry, members of bursary. Thank you very much for allowing me to speak to you this morning. Let me say that I think this speech should have occurred a few months ago, since February, and I had been dodging, partly because I wasn't quite sure what to talk about. But I decided to look back at my tenure as provost and my walk through this university. And I thought it was important to share things that would inspire us. And especially since my new portfolio is development, I thought it had to be something that we could all take away and develop. and become better at what we do. I look back at those who had supported me as provost and made my life easier. I looked at the people that I had emulated, and I saw certain traits seem to be recurring in those who seem to make things happen and who seem to change the status quo. And so, luckily one day I read a book called 360-Degree Leadership by John Maxwell, and I want to say all of us should read it. And it was a mind, it was just like an aha moment. So I'm going to share a bit of what I went through with you, as well as the principles within this, because all of us can grow from these principles. So I'll start. I'm going to tell a little story. This is a picture of two workers, very hardworking, neither of them lazy. One comes to work, they both come to work at 8 o'clock. They may or may not close at 4. One comes to work and does exactly what they tell him. Gets to the office, if the registrar says do this, he does it, and that's it. Another one comes, same portfolio. If the registrar says, if they say write a speech, one would write with the usual way, you open the file, look at what they've done all their lives, and just write down, he was born this way, he became a lecturer on this date, he became a... So they gave them both to write a speech. One came up with that speech. The second one decided that, no, this is the same kind of speech. Decided to walk to that person's place, to ask people, tell me about him. Phoned his family, can you give me another side to him? And so by the time he wrote that speech had within it, not just the usual things we bring out, but gave us a rounded figure. Now, when both presented the speech, who do you think, whose speech would the registrar take? Of course, the one that had added value to the man, that had become, in other words, the person that went the extra mile, who thought that when the registrar goes there, he has to be excellent. It must be something that would make a mark. But they are both hardworking. They both come to work. Both of them will be expecting promotion. But who will be in the registrar's mind? The one that did the extra. Same thing. And all of you have people who work. We all have bosses, and we all have people who work for us. So we're going to talk a little bit more. When I was, before I became provost, I worked in the lab. I direct a lab, the PEPFAR lab in the College of Medicine. Till today I can sit here because there are some people who are there working as though I am there. They don't see me, but they work as though I am there. In fact, they've made improvements even when I'm not there. But let me tell you about one of them. One day I was in my office and he walked in. He was looking for a job. I told him I don't have a vacancy because projects usually have the number of people you can employ, any of them. So he said, okay, ma'am, I want to learn. I will come and work. I said, if you come here to work, you work as though I'm paying you. I don't have time for people who come to occupy space. He said, no problem. So he came. He would be the first to come. He would work as though I was paying him. I wasn't paying him a dime. He would be the last. If I say there's something to be done, he's the first. If I say jump, he would say how high, man, then he would do some acrobatics in the air. At that time, I had all young people. There was no reason for them to go. Then one of them said he had to go, he got something else. Who do you think do you think I even bothered to advertise? I just slid him into the position. But that's not the end of the story. He came in and continued to work because you could easily say he was trying to impress us. He came in and continued to work like that. Before I knew it, the national body had noticed him and they had removed him from it. In fact, they came to employ him, and now, right now, he's the one that oversees everything going on in Nigeria. He goes from lab to lab as their policy. Why? Not only was he doing his lab work, he was looking at the way we were doing things. We didn't beg him. We didn't ask him to do it. And he was telling us where we were not doing it well. So we made him the quality person. Because he showed us he had the capability. It's only what you show that people can use. Somebody told me a story of two gate men. One will come, he will just be closing the gate. Close the gate. The other one will close the gate, then he looked at it and said, we need to do it better. He will oil the gate. He will do a roster so that they could do it more efficiently. When they are looking for a supervisor, where are they going to look for? But that gate man, the two of them are working hard. But one is adding no value beyond what they have told them. Story 2. As provost, during that time we were converting across the university. We did a conversion to promotions, and a group of administrators, AOs and AO2s and AO1, some were converted to AO2, some decided that they were going to give back to the college. As provost, of course you all know, we don't have much money. So that I encourage people, look, we all work here from morning till night. This is where we eat. If you make it better, you make it better for yourself. It's not government. Government does not come from Abuja to where we are. So one day, about, I think, I can't remember, 22, 42, how many? 52. They don't have a lot of money. The AO1 and AO2 are certainly not at the top of the financial, so they put money together and looked at one of the most wretched things in the college. It was our guard house. If you came to our car park, the thing was wooden, it was bent, and every day I come to work, wow, horrible that we had to do it. So when they came and said, what can they do? I said, can you take that? So they put money from their salary, not from anywhere, and decided that they were going to do something for us. And they put money together and built that structure. It was touching. It's not high money, but they transformed our, and forever when we talk about the college, their names will be there. We have a picture of them in the provost office. The same thing, we employed a security man. He had been put out to dry in Yaba. It was the college secretary that recognized, said, when we're looking for, he said, that man is good, and brought him in. Not only did he change our security, at that time when you come to college, the security men are the ones who will be greeting you at the, at the gate, so you can give them some money. They will rotate round offices to say, I just said we should greet you, man. Money. Suddenly we didn't see them again. What did he do? One, they do exercises every morning. Suddenly, every morning you see them, I can't remember what you call them, they are there. Secondly, he forced all of them to bring a little bit of money out of their pockets. And they started a welfare within them. Today, you don't see them going around. 2, Christmas time. When you need money, they give you money from their welfare. And because they were doing it, others who knew were started to donate into their funds. Today, at Christmas time, they give out rice to themselves. Between themselves, they award the best security man. They invite all of us to go there to dance and again, people join them in that. Those are change agents. Those are leaders. It has nothing to do with position. It has to do with the kind of people they are. And it's what we can all do. But what was important is, for these security men, it's not so much what they are doing for the college, but each one of them became prouder, their shoulders went up. And of course, when there's somebody looking for work outside, they become better people. So they are even more opportune to get jobs, even not within here. So, the other thing was that, so we had 2 of them. That picture there is what the administrators did. Now these security people, not only that, they told me, don't worry, we want to do something for college. All the rubble, old, what do you call it? Old windows. There was a part in our engineering area that we were having problems. They said we'll build a guard house. We need one there. So they built that up. It is not a great architectural piece, but it solved a problem.
10 hours.
And they used finished doors that we had discarded, things, and then they just added a little bit more to make it better. So what did they all have in common?
The fact that they did not have a position of management was not an excuse for them to act like managers. They came into the vision that we had then, that we are the ones that can make the change. And they showed us all what that takes. They had institutional loyalty. They recognized that this is where they get their food from, and the better it is, the better for them. They also had the can-do spirit. They had no excuses. They didn't give long list of excuses for why something couldn't be done. They looked for why it could be done and how it could be done, and they did it. And I can assure you that it was not that everybody woke up, the 52, and decided I wanted to help. There were people within those groups that were influencers who said, let us gather our people, and they could mobilize all of them. So, if you take something from that, it means while there is a will, there is always a will. There's nothing that cannot happen. When somebody tells me, I can't do it, what I hear is, I don't want to try. I don't hear I can't. What do you mean I can't do it? Is it doable? Yes. Can somebody else do it? Yes. So why can't you do it? It means you're not ready to look for it. Or not call water. If the way you are usually used to doing it cannot work, ask somebody, is there a way we can do it? Rather than come back and say it cannot be done. Find out how it can be done. So when you go back to your boss, you come back with a solution. Man, the way we do it, it doesn't work. But if we do it like this, maybe it will work. That is how to move forward. Next slide, please. So, these people are what you call the 360 leaders. They are not necessarily in position, but they are the ones that carry the institution forward. The VC is the only CEO here. All of us here are 360 leaders, or have the potential to be. The VC alone cannot solve the problems of the university. So he has all of us below him. The Deputy Vice Chancellors are to help the VC. So we have one person above us, but we have others below us. And at every level as you go down, there are people below you. And I'm sure you, all of you can recognize the people below you that lighten your load and make your life easier. And you also know the ones that give you a hard time. The thing with 360 leaders is also that they can make life a little difficult for the boss. If you're not very sure of your position, sometimes you think maybe they want to take my job. But really they're doing their work. And if we recognize that, you harness that energy because they will make you look good. Anyway, so everyone, however, can be a 360 leader. Because sometimes we don't do things because we haven't thought about it. Or we can. So leadership is a choice. It is not a position. And if you look at that pyramid, you can see everybody under there. If anybody is not doing their job, we can never achieve the goal. So we are all extremely important. If the cleaner does not clean, this place will not be usable. So it will affect everybody all the way up. So everybody is an important part of the whole. So what are those myths that we hold that prevent us from leading? We've said some, the position. Am I the other? You are where you are. After some people report to you. So please go back, I'm not ready. Destination. Some people will say, when I'm the leader, then I will figure out how to influence people. There is something in medicine that says what you don't use will atrophy. If you don't use a muscle, it will become thinner. If you don't use your brain, it dries up. Because really, and that is a biological fact, the more you use it and force it to think, it creates more neural networks. And those are the things that make you think faster and surer. And the more you use it, you are pushed into experiences that you learn. But if you just sit down in one little corner, that's where you will continue to get worse. The young ones will become and you'll be probably have been here forever. Clearly, if you are making an impact, you will just be where you are. No one will follow you unless you are at the top. Lie. People follow those they respect. They believe that when you get to the top, you will be automatically in control. You can be in a position and nobody will respect you. They will manage you for that position because they don't want you to batty one yet. But the minute you are out of that position, they will say, and then you will really know the true one. I heard a story yesterday of a professor, I don't know him, in business admin, I'm not in business admin, who came, he had retired and came back. He wanted to see somebody who unfortunately had retired. Those who met him knew him, and they were all passing by him. He was sitting outside waiting. Nobody wanted to. Somebody said, somebody even invited him into the office, but didn't say much. They said they can't be bothered to be. That when he was here, it was a terror. So let him stew in his juice. Whereas you will see some people come here, and somebody is carrying a chair, somebody is carrying and saying, ah, you impacted my life. Let us be those kind of people. Then the power myth, that because you are the boss, you can do anything. Let me remind all of us, power is transient, position is transient. Those you step on their head. So some people think you can make and unmake. It's a matter of time. We can wait out any leader. You cannot reach your full potential unless you are the top job. Unless you are the CEO, you cannot know. Let me remind you of Dick Cheney, who was the vice president for George Bush. That guy had influence. He could move things George Bush could not. But I also want to say that his particular personality, he was better off as a VP because he didn't have the people factor and the easy. So if he had been president, he may not have been as successful as vice president. And we need to know ourselves. Not everybody can be the CEO. Not because you don't have some of those capabilities, but you may lack some things that will make it easier for you. And there are those who will say, I'm not going to try anything till I get there. I'm not. And that statement is the most detrimental. Because what you're saying is I will not develop myself. So, leadership. It's a process of social influence which maximizes the efforts of others towards the achievement of a goal. That's what. I like this other one. Leadership is the art of motivating a group of people to act towards achieving a common goal. In the University of Lagos, our common goal is to make this brand excellent, is to make this brand the brand everybody wants to know. If I tell you all that I'm a professor from Harvard, you will immediately assume I am brilliant, that I'm too much. If I tell you that I'm a professor from University, you will say, Unilag will not allow me to be an external examination. Or Onubo University. You know? So, we need all of us to remember that we are never bigger than our institution. The better this institution, the better. Because once you move out, everybody knows that Unilag, these are great. Next. Now, leadership is not easy. As a leader, being nice is not your portfolio. Being fair is your portfolio. Being cordial is your portfolio. Make it, because you must never remove your eyes from the goal. And so you must bring people in. So, for example, people say, it didn't help me. Nobody helps you to be promoted. That's your job. Ours is to assess, are you promotable? So, usually, the self-perception of the leader, you always think I'm a very nice guy. I think I'm nice, you know, because from where you're sitting, unless you are one of the few people who have bad motives, because there's some people who are telling, or most people are trying their best. You think you're a nice little pussycat, you know, nice and sweet. I used to think I was a pussycat. But then you realize that people have different perceptions. Some people think you're a jolly good fellow. Some people think you're a witch. Some people say, she's all right, but no. That's what you'll be hearing, I'm not doing. So you find that your perception of yourself may vary, but you would find, however, that there will be a consistent thread through whatever they say. I will tell you a story. Somebody came from Radio Nigeria and said, she questioned somebody and said, Professor Ogunsola was wicked. I said, wicked? So she said she had to ask her, and which was good, why do you say she's wicked? She will never take no for an answer. She gives you a job, she will say you must do it. She said, is that wicked? I'm okay, I like that kind of wicked. And it is true. I won't take no for an answer. If I give you a job, I don't want to hear why you can't do it. I want you to tell me that you found a way to achieve it. And when I was leaving the office, the people in my office had a party for me and decided to act. In fact, I was rolling. They said I will come in and sing. And then they know they're in trouble. And then I come in and say, you know, I made a I said, what crap is that? I remember one driver, I said, what's the crap? So what are these qualities? Because the thing about 360 leadership is you're not totally in control. But you can lead anybody from anywhere. You can even lead your boss. It's about knowing how to do it. And it is about that you yourself is somebody that your boss will listen to. And only you can do that. And you can't guarantee it, because again, we have different kinds of bosses. But the reason you're doing it is not so that your boss will listen. It's so that the institution will get better. So, boss will come.
Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos, whose acronym was Team Spirit and Divine Intervention, which is really 360 degrees leadership. It's 10:25. Our program is to end at 10:30. I've told the bursar that his closing remarks has been cut. And we can't take questions. This has been a presentation for us to take away. And for those who can, and if you can, please do try and get a copy of the book also. The one thing is very important, all of us are the 360 degree leaders. All of us. And there is no one that starts from the top. All of us start from somewhere and we get to other places. So I'll give the bursar 1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Well, he has said it all. Nobody starts from the top, meaning that all of us are leaders at different levels. Something happened yesterday between somebody and I. Had said that an assignment they carried out. And the person who I copied, not the officer that will do the job, is the very senior officer now walked up and said that, well, she had received the copy of that directive, but she didn't think it was all right. That instruction was not okay, it did not end us well, and things like that. So I put up, without engaging in argument. Of course, she brought down her reasons. The reasons were not enough to convince me. But lastly, I think she now put up an energy and volunteered something. And that was what actually turned the whole thing around. And I didn't have a choice and said, yes, I think you have hit it. We are going to run into a problem if we do it the way I decided we should do it. So let us do it your own way. All we have to do is take up that assignment from that point and then conclude it. I think to me, that was a demonstration of what the leadership is. Accept a challenge, subdue, or accept a defeat when you are subdued. You don't say because you are the boss and then you carry on by all means, even when it's going to spell good for you. So, well, on this note, the chairman is pinching me. I want to thank everybody, particularly people sitting in my front, because your contributions have been the greatest in sustaining this tradition, this program. I wonder, what the program would have looked like if we came here and there was nobody sitting down here to listen. So I want to say thank you and appreciate you very warmly. Our lifetime chairman, you are wonderful. Because, yes, you have given us leadership of time management, and that's what everybody has keyed into. You agree with me that Prof. Ogunsola is actually a person with finance. She does her work, everything with all enthusiasm. So thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Well, for everybody here, I want to thank you and hope to see you next month. Thank you very much.
10:29, we'll do the presentation in front, and then the program ends at 10:30. Thank you.
Mr. Bayo, the robots should prep up for the closing prayer. We are not done yet. Please, we are not done yet. Please, let's not leave. We started with prayer and we must end with prayer.